Hey, good evening. I'm Ben. I'm a recovered drug addict out of Kamloops, British Columbia, Canada. A member of the Narcotics Anonymous Primary Purpose Group. I'm going to be reading from Review and Input Batch 1 of Spiritual Principle a Day book project. I'm going to be reading Love, entry number 12. Practicing the principle of unconditional love in the 12th step is essential. Nobody needs love without conditions more than a suffering addict. The Narcotics Anonymous Step Working Guides, Step 12, Spiritual Principles. Judging from our experience prior to NA, many of us believed that love only came with conditions. That was often true in our families and in our relationships while using. We were loved as long as we got good grades, landed decent jobs, looked good, or could talk our way out of an arrest. We internalized these messages and berated ourselves for not being good enough. We felt ashamed of our very existence. Many of us turned those feelings of guilt and shame outward. We judged others based on how we felt about ourselves. Thankfully, working a program allows us to examine and discard much of this damaged thinking. Members' willingness to love and support us without conditions made that work possible. Their unconditional love helped us to climb out of that pit of despair and self-loathing. When we began to work the 12th step, we got to pay that favor forward by giving unconditional love to other suffering addicts. Our self-esteem grew as we did esteemable acts. As one member shared, after taking a meeting into the local jail every month for a year, I began to believe that maybe I was a good person, worthy of love too. Learning to practice unconditional love is a process. The love of other members sustains us along the way. If I'd had to wait until I loved myself, I might not have made it. A firm hug outside a meeting, sharing our story at an H&I meeting, giving newcomers rides, even a friendly smile of recognition. We give and receive these acts of love without conditions, and it keeps us coming back. Today, I will give away the unconditional love that was and is so freely given to me.